Holy shit, man. It feels like we can't catch a break in this crypto market. We're going to look into some of the charts that we've been tracking this entire bull run in today's video. Okay, you guys are going to leave me some comments to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as well. And I want to say I'm sorry about the title. Unfortunately, with crypto YouTube, you've got to play the game and people only click on clickbait titles, right? So I'm trying to give you guys some level-headed outlooks on the market, right? I always tell you guys, I'll let you know when my mind has changed. Unfortunately, you go onto Twitter and all it is like rage bait or fear baiting posts, guys. So it's not going to be a rage bait or fear baiting video. Now, everybody was super excited for the government shutdown to end, and it did end.
Short-term disaster with the Democrats because they thought it would be good politically. And it's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you very much.
But unfortunately, as soon as it ended, the crypto market took a pretty big crash. And, you know, there were some other things non-crypto related that I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of that I'm not going to get into in today's video that was causing a lot of controversy when they were speaking to Trump. Okay. And, you know, if we do talk about things related to the market, I mean, the White House did say that October's jobs and inflation data may never be released. Okay, so people saying the economy is booming. Is it booming, or are we cooked? And are they hiding things from us? But when we look in the crypto market, I mean, 750 million in liquidations in the last 24 hours have occurred following recent price movements down, with Bitcoin back under 100k, market currently 48% long and 51% short. So pretty even right now, but more on the short side, guys. And I think a reason why people are more on the short side is because, you know, people are trying to front run this trend line breakdown here. So maybe we have got a little bit to go, and I'll tell you guys the exact levels that I'm looking at on my chart. But, you know, a lot of people are entering the market short. We saw a lot of the long-term holders shave off profits, and people say, why would they shave off profits? Why are they taking profits now? Well, you know, what bull run, guys? What bull run has happened? I mean, the Bitcoin bull run happened from 16k to 126k. I was speaking with my friends about this earlier. They say the same thing to me as well. They say, what bull run? And yes, what bull run for altcoins, but for Bitcoin and a handful of altcoins, yet they have, you know, seen significant gains. People will take profits, guys. Now, crazier things have happened. Okay, a lot of people can't comprehend Bitcoin pulling off a move like this. Okay, bottoming somewhere around here. God knows when it will bottom, but then printing new all-time highs in Q4. And why should we even expect a bottom at this point, guys? Because all it's been is down, right? All we've done from printing a marginally higher high is dump 20%, right? Maybe a little bit more, maybe about 22%. Was it? Yeah, 22.2%. With a little bit more to go if we do come back down and break this range. Why would we expect new all-time highs? Well, because we've done this before, okay? Doesn't mean it has to happen again, but we've done this before. And I remember, I tried to jog you guys' memory quite a lot, right? And if you appreciate it, then please make sure you are subscribed and you like the video. I know a lot of you guys are not going to want it right now. But I remember down here, it was the same sentiment, right? Sentiment extremes of extreme fear. And I'm not here to try and convince you guys, you know, hold on to your crypto or buy at this level. I'm just trying to convey what I see, okay? The same way that at these lows here, we thought everything was over. At these lows here, we thought everything was over. We're right back at, you know, a similar sort of level for Bitcoin, okay? A 20% correction. Everything's over again. We've still maintained this range, and yes, everything could be over. But what are we waiting for right now, guys? I'm waiting for a trendline break of here. You guys already know I've got my Bitcoin long at like 101k, right? A little bit in the red right now. Don't really care. If I get stopped out and we can enter on this long here, maybe like 94k, I'll do that as well. In these pullbacks, I try to just stick to my game plan with crypto. What's made it hard is that, you know, some of our altcoin bags have just got absolutely wrecked. I mean, seeing Bitcoin under 100k psychologically is going to be hard for a lot of investors. But if you just try and change your mindset and you don't think the bull run's over yet, and you're finding it hard to hold on, well, you can just go and compare previous pullbacks, guys, because what we had in the last pullback was about a 30% correction. The pullback before that, in that previous range, was a 32% correction, right? Even if we go right back to the beginning, right back to when we were a lowly 20k per Bitcoin, or say like 30k to 20k, a 20% pullback happened. And in all of these times, everyone was just convinced that the market was finished. Now, what is different, and why am I not going to say, well, people don't have any merit to say that? Well, I mean, we're right at the end of the 4-year cycle, okay? Now, people are trying to front run it. We haven't had any confirmed candle closes or weekly to monthly candle closes. Number one, below this range. Number two, below this trend line support, okay? So that's kind of giving me confidence, I guess, to hold on and to not, panic sell my entire stack. Where would I start to sell my entire stack? Well, if something like this happened, guys, right? We roll over, have some sort of retest, and then roll over again. At that point, I'm sure all of us, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize we're losing key macro support on a higher time frame. Now, when we pull up a fresh chart, and let's just try and get rid of all these lines, then what you can see here is on the weekly, again, higher time frames, we're nearly at the median of this Gaussian. So if we are to continue a bull run, then ideally we'd like some support at around the median of the Gaussian. There's other indicators that you guys can use as well. But if we tap the median, 90k, another 10% down from here, what would that bring this total correction to? Well, it would bring it from around 125, 126k to around a 90k, which is still a shallower correction than what we had previously here. Something that we should bear in mind is that at the top of the last bull run, when we did come back down to the median and we fell through it, then rejected from it, that was when we could confirm, right, the bull run's definitely over, we've entered a bear market, and we're hunting the lows. Similarly, if you guys wanted to get long, you could have just got long on a break of this Gaussian channel, flip it into support, and then boom, if you entered long from like 25k, you guys would have done extremely well. And, this is kind of what we need to be doing or thinking forward to for the next bull run, right? You would have got 400% return. What is that? Peanuts to crypto, but, it happened over the space of 2 years. Okay, in traditional finance, you're not really going to get that very often. But for everyone saying it's over and, maybe you feel like you've ruined this bull run because you went too heavy on altcoins, or you didn't de-risk, you didn't take profits from any of your positions at all, a learning lesson for all of us that not many of us like to admit that we had to go through. All of us have to go through it, guys. I've had to go through it before. That's the reason why, even when we look at things like, you guys know on this channel, we talk about ICP a lot, that even at here, I said to you guys, I've got to take profit. I told the members club all the way between here and here, we started taking profits from our ICP bag because we've been here and done that before. Even if we do start to go, way higher for things like ICP, way higher for things like ETH, you've got to start to take profits at highs. And that's what these long-term investors are doing with Bitcoin, okay? That's just what it is, guys. But it doesn't mean that it's over yet, okay? So we're coming down to our first level of support in the order block. So where everybody else is trying to catch a bid, right, at 99k. 90k was where we saw the median of the Gaussian. We're seeing some support here at this order block on the daily. If you look at the bull market support band, then, if we continue to dump here, again, a big key level is going to be around that 90k zone. So do we have to come all the way down there? I mean, previously we didn't. Previously we saw some wicks just above it, right? So if we wicked at like 90k and didn't actually touch it, who knows? That could be a scenario that happens. But I mean, right now, I'm not really, I've taken some profits from my altcoins over the course of this run. And yeah, we're not going to get the exact top. We're not going to get the exact bottom for things, guys. But one thing that I'm definitely not doing is panic selling bags or acting emotionally, capitulating when things are red, or FOMO buying when things are green. Okay, you let the market do what it's going to do, and you can make a decision upon confirmations. And that can be some of the hardest things to do, guys, because people don't want to wait for confirmations. So with Bitcoin, we're going to have to see how it goes over the coming week or month. Some of you guys don't like hearing that. it is what it is. You have to get used to it, right? It's just the harsh truth. If we do start to fail and we don't start to have another V-shaped recovery out of here, then we can assess that. I mean, one thing that makes me think that we could have like a pretty quick V-shaped recovery out of here is that there's not much time left. So if Bitcoin's going to get going, it's got to get going pretty soon, guys, right? So what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin. We'll keep an eye on our altcoins, right? Are we going to get that rotation into altcoins? What is Bitcoin dominance looking like right now? Probably looking pretty strong. I mean, when you come to the weekly, looks like, I mean, we've reclaimed 60%. So are we going to go for the wick at 61%? Are we going to go for the wick at 63%? Definitely a possibility, guys. So that's something that we'd be keeping an eye on. And if we do try to fill the wick at 60% and then have a rollover, that would probably be where you see our alts have the most of their gains happen in the bull run, guys. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how I'm looking at the market right now. I'm staying chilling. You know, it's not nice to see your portfolio down. No one ever likes seeing their portfolio down. But at the same time, there's no point, you know, acting out of pure emotion, especially when sentiment is at a sentiment extreme right now, being extreme fear. So you guys let me know what your plan is. Are you finished with crypto? Are you out? Do you think it's all over? You guys can let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. If you found anything in this video useful, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.